What's up guys, and welcome back to Everything Gaming. I apologise this video has taken a little while to come out. It did take me a while to edit, but I've just been so busy with a new job and stuff like that. But finally it's out, and it's a big one, I'll be honest. I had a lot of fun making this one, and it's really clever. Basically, the whole purpose behind this one is to figure out what is better, Subaru Impreza or Mitsubishi Evo. You know, it's like the battle of the titans sort of thing, the ultimate two. You know, it's the battle that everyone always wants to see. So what I've basically done is I've gone and got two stock cars, an Evo and an Impreza, and put them against each other. So let's get into this. The Subaru Impreza that I picked first of all was the 2008 WRX STI, so the little hatchback one they did. As you can see here, it's got about 305 brake horsepower and about 455 pounds of torque. Coming from a 2.5 litre engine, and it cost about 31 grand. Now obviously you can see here the 0 to 60 is about 5 seconds and 0 to 100 is about 12, with a top speed of about 157.5 mile an hour. Now moving on to the Evo, like I said, I'm keeping them standard. It's costing more, so 43,000. So obviously it's a bit more expensive than the Impreza. And then the performance, you've got same pretty much brake horsepower, 305, 427 foot-pound of torque, but it comes from a smaller 2 litre engine. The 0 to 60 and 0 to 100 basically the same, it's just a second slower to 100, but the top speed is 156.8. is that? I can't really read it that well, but yeah, so all in all, the you know, let's put it this way, the Impreza's pretty much run the first round there. Now the second round is basically just a 1.7 kilometer drag race and a top speed run. So we're starting off with the Evo here. The footage is sped up a bit just because I don't want it to take too long, but you'll still get the general gist of it. Like I said, I've kept these cars completely standard, unmodified. We'll be going through a few rounds basically, you know, like I said, it's sort of the most round wins sort of thing in competition. So here we can see the final time was 36.93 seconds, and at a final top speed of 141.84 mile an hour. Now comes the turn of the Subaru Impreza. Like I said, this is still standard, you know, it's still the same distance, 1.7 kilometers, as you could see from the little mini map in the bottom left hand corner, all on the runway, straight to basically the camera at the end where it will clock the top speed, and obviously I was timing it at the same time on my phone. I sped the footage up by about 1.5. So here you can see the top speed is 141.35 with a final time of 37.33 seconds, which means that the Mitsubishi Evo wins that round 2. Now round 3 I decided to do lap times, but I did it on a cross-country race. Obviously, you know, they've both got rally pedigree sort of thing, both got 4-wheel drives, so they're not just for gravel, they can be good in dirt as well. So we're starting off here with the Subaru Impreza. Still unmodified, still untouched. I randomly chose a cross-country course, but I stuck the same one for both. I put it in rivals mode as well, so you didn't have like other cars in the way, so it sort of invalidate the whole point of the test, you know, crashing and stuff. So it's pretty even playing field for both cars, you know, they're exact same tests. Yet again, I have sped this footage up a bit, purely because I just don't want it to take too long, you know, I don't want you guys to get bored watching this shit. You can always fast forward to get to the lap time. But I did one lap in each from the start, as you can see here, so I've not really edited the video exactly, like cutting bits out, just sped it up. So both of them did just one lap, and as you can see we'll come to the end of the first lap on the Subaru Impreza, and both of them are pretty quick, you know, standard. The final time here was 1:11.438 for the Subaru Impreza. So obviously we're going to try now, see if the Mitsubishi Evo can beat this. And at the end of the day, you know, it's one of those battles that everyone sort of, you know, we always think about what is better, the Mitsubishi Evo or the Subaru Impreza. Obviously, you know, they're probably not exactly the same spec to real life, you know, developers can only do it so much of a good job on it. As you can see here, the Evo is a little bit behind the sort of ghost car as we start, but it is a bit quicker than the Impreza. You know, like I said, you know, it's that battle of the titans as well. You all want to find out which one's the best sort of thing. You know, we've all got our personal favourites. Depends if we go back to the old school sort of Imprezas and Evo sort of thing. Take out like a 97 Subaru Impreza S2B sort of thing. The final time here though for the Evo is 1:09.736. So obviously there the Evo wins, which means it is 2-1 up coming after round 3. Now for this round, round 4, I'm showing you basically a drift course. So I know they're both 4-wheel drive sort of thing, but people seem to be drifting 4-wheel drive cars a bit more these days on Forza Horizon 3. I know a lot of people sort of hate it. Obviously rear wheel drive is the best way to go, but you know, you can always do it in an all-wheel drive car. Just bearing in mind still, these are still standard specs, so no modifications have been done. They're not the easiest cars to drift, all-wheel drive and standard sort of spec, power and stuff. Like I said, I haven't even sort of modified the ratios or anything like that. It's all been left bog standard. But I chose quite a big drift zone where you can normally get quite a high score on. And to be fair, they both took it quite well. They both got quite high scores. There was no sort of low scoring in there, considering the fact it's only about 300 brake on a normal drive car. But we'll come up to the end of the Evo's run here, and the final Evo score was 72,089 basically points, which is pretty decent to be fair for a standard four-wheel drive car. Now we're showing the Impreza's turn. Like I said though, this was a lot of fun to build, to make and stuff, and I'm hoping to go back to some of the old school cars, so do an older Evo versus an older Impreza sort of thing, see who wins out those Clash of the Titans. It's always been one of the things, they're both great rally spec cars, it's really hard to pick in real life which one you'd rather go for, and which one you'd rather use in the game sort of thing, as your rally heroes. They've both got great pedigree sort of thing. But overall, there's always going to be one winner sort of thing. In real life, they're pretty reasonably priced compared to each other. There's no major differences. Maybe just size and obviously looks as well. We're coming to the end of the run here for the Subaru Impreza as well. And the final score is just shy of the Evo with 69,000 here for the Impreza, which means that yet again the Mitsubishi Evo wins. So finally, with 3 victories to 1, the winner is the 2008 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 8 GSR. So there you have it. Final, the question has been answered sort of thing. We finally have a definitive winner here out of a few thorough tests. I could have gone in more tests, but 3 to 1 just seems like a pretty resounding victory, to be honest, for the Evo. Let me know your opinions on which one you prefer and stuff, but thank you very much for watching, guys.